Hi, yogis, and welcome to your practice. I know that it's been a really hot time for you guys in the UK, and I'm currently here at about 1 degree in New Zealand, embracing the winter and the hibernation that it brings. So I'm really excited to bring a little bit more energy, sun, and fire into our practice to honor some of the heat that you have had, but also to allow us to take some time to slow down as well. So for this practice will be about 20 minutes or so, some lying and some standing. Perhaps you'd like to grab a couple of blocks, make some space, and give yourself this time that you deserve to practice yoga. When you're ready, come into sitting. Take a moment to get comfortable, and allow the hands to meet the knees or the thighs, perhaps just grounding down through the hands here, pressing the hands into the knees and softening the palms. You may wish just to take a gentle roll through the shoulders, circling the shoulders up to the ears and back. Starting to create some space through your belly and your rib cage. Take a moment to wave from side to side. And then come in to find some stillness, back to center, perhaps allowing the hands to fall wherever they feel comfortable. Maybe one hand onto the heart space, perhaps both hands onto the knees, palms up or down. Reminding yourself here, we take away any rules, no boundaries, no limitations, allowing ourselves to meet our bodies and our minds exactly where they are right now. So if you wish, take a moment to close the eyes or soften the gaze. And perhaps amongst the heat, the humidity, and the summer that you have had, there's also been some busyness, perhaps chaos, a gentle reminder that we bring it all with us, allowing ourselves to find perhaps a little calm within the chaos that we're seeing within the environment and the world, and perhaps the chaos that sometimes is within your mind and thoughts. Nothing that we need to fix here. Come exactly as you are. Allow yourself a moment to soften. Soften the forehead, the nose, mouth and jaw. Perhaps you'd like to take a yawn or a cough, or maybe a gentle sigh out. Beginning this practice simply by becoming aware of your breath. Allowing our inhale to land within our bodies, and our exhale to soften and to let go. Inhale as we draw our breath in, and exhale as we wave our breath out. Can you allow your breath to anchor you to this present practice? Setting aside anything else that you feel you might need to do or think about. Giving yourself permission to be here. And we welcome in some of the qualities of Leo season: courage and strength, fire, bravery, combining this with softness and ease. Take a deeper breath in here to your belly, And a slightly longer exhale, perhaps out through the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling, and perhaps just beginning to notice the gentle pauses between each breath. A pause as we inhale, and a pause at the end of our exhale. I am here. I am present. And beginning to let go of the need to really control the breath. Can you allow the breaths to come and to go? Perhaps with a little more expansion on each one that you take. A little bit more softness on your exhale as you let go. And then beginning just to orientate ourselves to our space. If you have your hands on the body, you're simply going to place the fingertips down to the earth, just noticing perhaps the temperature as you allow the fingertips to reach down. And then when you're ready, we're going to open the eyes softly and just take a moment to come back into this space, looking from right to left and allowing the hands to soften. Let's take a moment just to look from right to left and then sweeping the arms into the air. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bring the hands to the center of the chest, welcoming in this practice and yourself just as you are. Come and press your right hand down towards the earth, sweeping the left arm up and over. Take a gentle side body stretch and wave here. Perhaps you'd like to change over the legs as we're doing this, maybe crisscrossing the other way and taking a circle around as we go. So circling in any way that feels good, forwards, backwards, side to side, big circles. Find some movement that feels good for your body. And as always, just take what you need from this practice, listening and tuning in. Taking your left hand down towards the left hand side, we're going to sweep the right arm up and over. And again, perhaps you could sweep, perhaps you could reach, perhaps you could do a combination of both, softening into the elbows and allowing the fingertips to wave on above the head. Bringing the hands onto the shoulders, take a stretch out to the side, fingertips long, and then gently bend at the elbows, bring your hands back to center. Take a few waves like this, welcoming in your practice, the energy of the space around you, your energy, your force field. The last one here. Bring the hands to center, interlace the fingers and just circle the wrists around, just beginning to gently warm up the wrists. And then bringing the hands onto the soles of the feet, give your feet a massage. We're going to work a little bit into standing, finding some softness and grounding through our feet as well. Creating some space just on your mat here, perhaps having a couple of blocks ready. You're going to bring yourself into a tabletop position and starting by taking some cat-cows, letting the elbows soften. Take a wave on up through the spine. Drop the chin to the chest. Soften into the hips and the back. Take a gaze forwards and arch the back. Look into the top of the mat. An invitation here to find some softness as we're flowing, beginning to gather in this energy and this warmth. At any time, if you need a break, take a drink, come into child's pose, come off the knees. So we're going to use a block here, taking a block for a slight elevation. You're going to place it in the middle of your mat, placing your left arm down. We're going to peel the right arm into the air, and we can take this as a twist, softening through the arm. Take 3 twists like this, pressing the left hand or left finger pads down as we wave the right arm up. Last one here, peeling your right arm into the air. Find this space here, creating some space through the center and chest, through the heart space. And then come and draw your right arm underneath your left elbow. We're going to take a couple of threads here. Imagine you're peeling up right arm into the air, and then our right arm softens underneath our left elbow. Last one here, you're going to come into a thread the needle shape. Right arm underneath your left, maybe bringing your right ear down, just letting it rest onto your hand, onto your palm, onto the block. Unraveling from here, bring both hands back to center. Take the block to one side, curl the toes under. Let's find a soft down dog. Maybe bend it into the knees, perhaps shifting the weight from heel to heel and drawing the belly down towards the knees, whatever shape this looks like. Soften the knees down, uncurl through the toes, open the knees apart and come and find your child's pose here. Reaching the arms out in front to soften and allow the head and neck to rest here, maybe taking a gentle wave side to side as you go. When you are ready, we're going to bring the block back in and drawing our right hand this time onto the block. I'm going to turn around so that you can see. But the right hand stays on the block. And we're going to peel our left arm up and open and we'll take 3 twists here. Can you allow your breath to move with the movement, perhaps breathing in to draw down and exhaling to release. We're going to draw left arm underneath the right elbow. Take your 3 twists here. Left arm under right elbow. Left arm reaching up this time. And you can slow this down. No rush here. Allow the body to move at its own pace. You're welcome to join back in with the flow at any point you need. We're going to come back into a tabletop position. And then a down dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips, lengthen through the back of the legs. We can soften into the knees, press our finger pads into the earth. Take a moment to soften yourself back into a child's pose, perhaps this time coming a little wider and reaching the arms out in front. Feeling free to take a block for your forehead, perhaps just for a bit of support here. Take one more breath in your child's pose. And then when you're ready, just starting to walk your hands back to center. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of support if we wish, just to use the blocks now. So we're going to place the blocks back to the top of the mat. I'm going to turn around again. And perhaps your blocks could go in a short ways, they could go long ways. But we're going to come and use the blocks to come into a little bit of a lunge position. So starting from your tabletop position, your right foot's going to step forwards. And we're going to place the hands perhaps on the blocks, long ways, short ways. You could come all the way down to the earth. And then curling our left toes under. Can you press your left knee up to the sky? Finding a deeper stretch through the back of the left leg. And pressing your right foot into the earth. Take a moment to pause here. Taking the weight through the hands, you're going to bring the back leg in just slightly. Anchoring into the feet here, take a few little bends into the knees and we're slowly going to unravel to come into standing, finding a soft warrior one, reaching the arms into the air, we are here. Take a few moments to breathe, come and find your strength in this shape. Last breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to use our hands to come onto the blocks here, lengthening through both legs. Can you encourage the knees perhaps to come a little straighter, allowing ourselves to come into a little bit of a pyramid pose, perhaps drawing the nose towards the knee, or simply allowing the knees to bend here to feel into a little bit of a stretch. Holding here, staying with your breath for 3, 2, last breath here. We're going to bring our left knee down now, uncurl through the left toes, and then come and reach the arms into the air, this time finding a low warrior one shape. Starting to invite in a little bit of depth to our shoulders. Can we bend into the elbows, finding a little bit of a different shape here, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening the arms up, and fanning them wide, spreading the fingertips. Can we do 3 presses up and bends with the elbows? Just finding our shape here, softening through the elbows as we go. Last one here. And then when you're ready, hands can come to the block or around both feet. Curl the left toes under and just take a gentle step forwards towards the top of the mat, maybe hugging onto your big toes. And here we will find a forward fold, softening into the knees, maybe taking a hang through the elbows. Take a breath in. On your exhale, can you soften a little further and just simply let go here? Press the weight of the hands down, create some space, feet to the back of the mat now, back into down dog. Give yourself a little walkout. Can you bend those knees? Can you soften the heels? Take some deeper breaths here. Stay with our practice, stay with the breath. You're doing great. We're going to step now our left foot to the top of the mat, pressing the hands perhaps onto the blocks. We could drop the knee or an invitation to lift and press through that back leg, our full low lunge position here. Anchoring the toes down to the earth, looking to the top of the mat, reminding yourself you are strong. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Release. We're going to bring our right foot in slightly. Again, anchoring through the feet here, maybe a little bend into the knees, and then slowly begin to unravel. Can we unfurl through the spine, lengthening through the fingertips to find a stretch here through the arms. Stand in warrior one. We stay here and we breathe. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. We're going to bring our hands onto the blocks now. Start to guide your right foot, right heel down towards the earth, lengthening through the legs. And you encourage the knees to straighten, feeling free to bend the knees if you need. But we're starting to bring nose towards our thigh and encouraging a stretch through the back of the leg. So great for working into the hamstrings, the calf, and allowing the feet to stay pressing down to the earth. Pausing for a breath in. Softening on your exhale. Can you go a little deeper, even bending into the elbows here? Soften your back, right knee. Low lunge in our warrior one shape. Reaching the arms into the air. Take a breath in. We're going to come back to that arm position. Cactus arms here. 3 little reaches up and down. In your own time, we're shining the palms forwards and we're drawing that right hip forwards with our left knee bending. Can you find that stretch into the hip too whilst we are here? And on our last one, pressing the hands down, guiding yourself back into tabletop position now. This time we're going to take a little circle just into the hips. So soften into the elbows. Take a little circle into the hips, maybe side to side, forwards and backwards. Beginning to lift up through the right hip and knee. Can you circle it out here, taking some hip waves. And perhaps starting to draw knee into chest as we soften elbows and wave the right leg out. And we could take a few little waves here, drawing our right knee in, softening the elbows, pushing our right leg out. Last one here. And our final one, can you push the leg out, take a moment to pause, perhaps a little hug of the belly in to flatten the back. Curling the left toes under, you're going to press yourself up into a little 3-legged dog. Our right leg comes long, our left heel presses down. Bring your right foot down to the earth, bend into the knees. Take a moment to come to center. If you need to take a pause, feel free. Maybe a little rock, come off the knees, a shake of the wrists, whatever feels good here. Nice. Come back to center. You're going to start to draw left knee into chest. pushing the left leg behind you. We're going to anchor into the elbows as well. So elbows bending, rounding, softening as we come in, and exhaling and pushing, perhaps pushing away whatever it is that is no longer serving us as we draw in what we need and releasing, letting go on our exhale. On our next one here, we're going to take it into a three-legged dog if you wish, feeling free to stay in your tabletop position, perhaps curling your right toes under and then pressing your left leg into the air as that right leg extends. Three-legged dog here. Come into a down dog. Take a walk or a peel out with those knees, hips, heels. And then when you are ready, come and meet me in sitting, finding a butterfly shape here. And we're going to take a seated butterfly. An invitation perhaps to introduce some blocks underneath the knees, remembering the blocks, and also go short ways as well. And just take a few waves forwards and release. Take a breath in, exhale and release. Last wave here, allowing the hips to open and the chest to begin to soften. Can we hold on to those toes? And can we begin to find some stillness? And let your breath come back into your mind, into the present. Perhaps noticing a little quicker breath. Our body slightly warmer, perhaps from movement. And then just beginning to check back in, just with how you're feeling. Take a moment to draw the knees together here. We are going to lie on our back. So come and meet me on your back when you are ready. Hugging and drawing our right knee into the chest, lengthening through the left leg. Let's come and circle into the right hip and knee. And we could take our hand on our knee, maybe behind the back of the leg here. And then we're going to cross our right leg over our left leg. Just take a little bit of a stretch into the back of the hip. So allow the right big toe to come in towards your left knee. Drop it over to the left hand side. Maybe just reach your right arm out towards the right hand side of the mat here. Come to center, straighten through the right leg. We're going to hug left knee into chest again. Maybe taking a few hip circles here. We could hug on to the back of the leg. And then tucking our left big toe into the back of the right knee. Taking a little drop down. Can we twist and rotate here? Left arm reaching to left hand side. Open through the shoulder. Allow the hip to come down. Come to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a little rock and roll. Placing the feet down towards the earth. Let the hands come and rest by the side of the body. And slowly allow the legs to extend. We are going to come into a few moments of Shavasana here. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. Perhaps taking something underneath your head. Feeling free to sit up and have a drink. Or simply allowing your body to come and anchor down towards the earth here. Welcoming yourself back to the earth. Taking this moment to close down the eyes. Soften your gaze. Giving yourself permission to let go. Allowing your forehead to soften, your cheeks, nose, mouth and jaw. releasing softly through the shoulders, the belly, hips, knees, ankles, and toes. And I'm going to finish just by reading you the oracle card that I drew for this practice, which was Volcano. And it just shows a picture of a volcano kind of erupting, which I thought was quite appropriate for what the world is kind of going through at the moment, certainly with the heat that you've had. This volcano signifies unexpected changes, perhaps sudden and dramatic, perhaps fierce and turbulent, and perhaps things are occurring in ways you have no control over. Although these events may change and rock your world and your feelings, know that it is a matter of finding trust. Allow yourself to welcome in the next step, your next opportunity, and the next door with arms open wide. You truly have nothing to fear. So taking as long as you need here, perhaps sit in with this practice, with this feeling of trust and of courage, allowing yourself to just be in this stillness and this softness. And there's no need to have to sit up. Just take a moment here in your space. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you well. I'm wishing you a great season in Leo, finding some softness and ease within this month of August too. Thanks, you.